What is going on, everybody? My name is CJ, aka CJ, and I finally now have FL Studio. So yes, I made the switch from Ableton Live Lite. It's very limited. You only get like 8 track of, for anything. So I switched to FL Signature Edition. I really like it so far. I've been a lot more creative with it than I was able to be with Ableton. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. So not only did I get FL Studio, I now have some PC upgrades. I got a lot more RAM, so I can run tons of stuff now in music production. I got an SSD, so I have a lot more space. And yeah, so I can't wait to really grind this year 2020 and see where I can go. First of all, I made this little weird loop out of an arpeggiated type thing in SynthMaster. Right here it is. Kind of sounds cool. It kind of doesn't necessarily loop cleanly. It kind of doesn't necessarily always play the same thing correctly every single time. So I messed around with it. I got a couple different cuts of it, and this is what I've got. I've got a little weird looping with it. I really like this first section, but as you can hear, it's kind of got a little fade in, so I can't use it with a loop. It's not as clean. So I let it run to about 13 bars. I let it run for 12 bars, and then I cut it and messed with it and looped and all this stuff. So, and it's kind of cool. I mean, it sounds kind of off, but that's the cool thing about it is it sounds a little off here and there, and it's not just like it was right before it. So here it is. I forgot I set the Ableton metronome in here. It kind of sounds off, but that's what's cool about it. So anyways, let's get into this. I already have an idea for a little synth bass I want to go ahead and add to it. So we'll go ahead and do that first. I don't know if I'm going to add a lot besides just this little bass and some drums and stuff, but I don't know, I might. Go ahead and get rid of that. Alrighty, switch to bass. Nope, bass. There we go. Alrighty. I don't know why. Oh, I know why that's off. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's do a quick quantize. Actually, wrong button. I'm still getting used to hotkeys and everything else. That takes a little bit of time. I really like that. Let's go ahead and get some drums. I'm not too big on the internal sample, whatever you want to call this, browser, I guess. It's okay. I kind of found some of my mainly used stuff and put it over here. Once again, not too big on it, but it'll work. I mean, I've also got my normal sample manager. I'll probably pull it up in a second to find some really, unique stuff, but it's pretty good right now just for my go-to stuff, like this clap right here, which is actually the same thing as this clap. That's just my like, favorite sound to go with, 9 times out of 10, so we'll go ahead and drag that in. I do like using this as opposed to having to draw it all in Ableton. Just easy click, 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 click. One thing I'm not too big on in FL Studio though is the velocity does not have the exact numbers. It's got the percentages up there in the top left corner. It's a little bit tougher to use. 78 or 79%'s default 100 versus, Ableton just saying 100, so. I've not been using the Cymatic samples lately, but this one really fits. Oh man, I really like this. Now this is another thing, it makes the notes really small when you use the step sequencer, so what I go in here and do is I just extend them out just like this. Just like that. Now I want to do some crazy cool hi-hat stutters. I really wasn't able to do that in Ableton because, once again, the track limit, I had to use the drum rack. Doo-doo-doo. Hold on. Put that at default 100. I like doing little offbeat little things right here. This is a little trick I learned watching Cash Money AP. He actually does this with 808s as well. Makes it just a hold in the envelope setting, so that way the very second you let go, it quits triggering it. So that way you can get those precise little so. And I think a step sequencer kind of makes it that way too whenever you do it, so. That's another thing you've got to turn off. Use the loop points. Now I'm going to just kind of level up the velocities. Alrighty, I think the drums are good for now. Let's go ahead and, I'll tell you what, we'll do an 808. I might actually do the spins and, oh wait, I didn't even do a kick, hold on. One thing I've seen a lot of people do is reverse the polarity on the kick. Sometimes that helps it cut through a little bit better. For the sake of this right now, I'm going to leave it pretty loud. I think I will raise the velocity of all the notes. When I finally mix it, I'll fix everything though. Because we're way peaking on the meters. I've actually got my faders on my TV. I use my TV as a second monitor. I thought I turned the kick off. Wrong. That's going to take a lot of work, but I think I actually will do the synth and 808 at the same time. It's going to take quite a bit of work to get everything to fit in nicely and all that. I'll have to do a lot of EQing and all that kind of stuff, so go ahead, split by channel, drag it all out. This is my little pre-made template. I just have the first 7 tracks colored and that kind of stuff, so let me set. I always make sure I've got this thing set to bar whenever I do this, so that way it just locks in place very nicely. Anyways, I've got it roughly arranged. I'm going to have to do a lot of EQing and mixing and everything to get this nice, so anyways, here's the beat.
CD on the beat.
Thank you all for watching. I do a lot better in FL Studio than I do in Ableton because of the track limit. I can be more creative with it and arrange it. I mean, like, look right here, I'm already at 12 tracks, you know, and in Ableton I couldn't have done that. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Tell me, give me some suggestions. I want to do some maybe like beat making challenge videos, you know, 10 minutes, you know, this, that, all that kinds of fun stuff this year. So give me some good suggestions on what to do. I'm still going to try to release a beat once a week. Going to try to have at least two other videos a week. So it's going to be work, but it's what you got to do. 2020 is the year, baby. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you are not. Comment, share, do all of that kind of stuff. Follow me on everything down below, my Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. I'm working on music with a friend this year, so and my own solo music, so I'm going to be releasing quite a bit this year. And yeah, thank you all for watching. My name is CJ, aka CJink. Have a good whatever time of day you're watching this, and God bless.